Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss about preliminary concepts. This topic you can find in Unit 1 of PPL. Preliminary concepts, that is basic concepts of PPL. The very first concept is reasons for studying concepts of programming languages. Before video we were discussed about why PPL is, why principles of programming languages, and here we are going to talk about few reasons which makes us to study the concepts of programming languages. The very first reason is increased ability to express ideas. So generally, when we are learning some programming language, we'll have some purpose to learn it, correct? So to develop some software or to solve some real-time problem, we will be doing the program using of any programming language. So when we start doing some program, we will be having some ideas in order to use basic data structures or basic data types or control statements, something like, correct? Now, the reason of studying the concept of programming languages, it will increase the ability to express new ideas. And the second reason why we have to study is, if we study the concept of different programming languages, we can improve choosing of appropriate language. So when you are come across with two or three languages, let us see that engineering people basically learn C and Java for sure, irrespective of the universities and colleges and all. So when you know about C, you will be finding some drawbacks what we cannot do in C. When you know about Java, you'll be also finding the advantages and drawbacks of Java, for which sort of applications we can implement what kind of language. So when we are sure to apply which is best, when you know the basic concept of C, the basic concept of Java, then we are very sure to choose background appropriate language. If I wanted to do X application, if I am familiar with the concept of C and Java, then I can choose whether C is fit for my application or Java is fit for my application. So, reasons for studying concepts of programming languages. Second reason is it improves background for choosing appropriate programming language. And the third reason is increased ability to learn new languages. We'll go for the same example. Let us see that I wanted to build some X application. So I am very sure what things are there with C and what things are there with Java. But the things or the concepts what are there in these two programming languages are not enough to use in X. So what I'll do, I will learn a new programming language where it fit all my application, all my programs what are required to fulfill this application. So studying the concepts of different programming languages will increase the ability to learn new languages. And the one more reason, if we study the concept of different programming languages, we'll understand the significance of implementation. Quite interesting, correct? So when you know concept of programming language, you can understand the significance of implementation. And finally, overall advancement of computing. So these are the reasons to study concepts of different programming languages. And next topic you can find in the same unit with the name of programming domains. So this will tell us what are the different domains where we can apply programming languages. There are some sort of applications which are scientific applications, business applications, artificial intelligence, system programming, web software. These are what domains where we can apply programming languages. So programming languages best fit for these applications are scientific applications can be done by using Fortran. Fortran basically stands for formula translation. Fortran basically stands for formula translation. And so what we can do in Fortran is we will be doing all sort of scientific applications. That means large floating point number computations will do using Fortran. Example, weather forecast and finding out the depth of the sea. For these kind of things, you need a bigger values. So using Fortran, we will be taking large floating point numbers as our inputs. So scientific applications, best programming language is Fortran. And for business applications, the programming language is COBOL. COBOL basically stands for Common Business Oriented Language. Common Business Oriented Language. The name itself it tells that this language is to implement business applications. And here our complete program of COBOL uses records to store the data. So if I'm writing any program, I'll write in the record. If I'm doing anything in COBOL, that I'll write in the records. We'll see in the next video, we'll cover about each programming language, how to write the code and the different concepts. I'll make one video on each programming language. And the third programming domain is artificial intelligence. So basic language is what Prolog. And even you can use, of course, Python can be used to do all sort of applications. But these are what basic languages. Basic languages. So Prolog basically stands for logic programming. Logic programming. So this was actually we used to call rule based language. We'll write some rules. The programming strategy in artificial intelligence something using Prolog won't be the program what we do for other languages. Let us see if I wanted to calculate addition of two numbers. So we'll write normal structure programming in C, C++, Java. But as far as Prolog is concerned, we'll not use arithmetical operations something, but we'll use logical operations. Logical operations means we'll be given with a rule and we will be having some fact statement, rule statement, and we'll find goal statement. Fine. So this is what basic idea of Prolog, and this language best fit for artificial intelligence, basic language. System programming is what we will develop operating system using of C programming language, and web software is what HTML, and hypertext markup language. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. So web software is this. So whatever I mention over here, all these are programming domains. So when you have these sort of questions in your engineering university level question paper, so you are suggested to take these answers along with the some features of the language, which I'll make one more video. So each video, each language, we will be explaining the basic concept of the language and the history of the language, and what the things are going to be there in the language. That will take one more video. So in this video we covered about two concepts, which are reasons to study concepts of programming languages and programming domains. Thank you all.